Do I just sit right here? All right, perfect, thank you. What's going on? I'm the golfing rookie, and honestly, I suck at golf. So what made me get into golf? That's a great question. Basically, it starts off super simple. I was scrolling on YouTube Shorts, just looking at my phone, having a good time, and all of a sudden, I come across this one video of this guy looking spectacular in his pants. And I had a moment of silence in my own head. I'm like, wow, I have to figure out how that guy made those pants look so unbelievably good. So as I examined the video further, I realized this man was playing golf. He goes by the name of Rick Shields, and my God, he makes pants look good. After realizing that my only real chance to look that good in those pants was to play golf, I said, screw this, let's start right now. So what I did was I clicked on his YouTube, scrolled through a ton of videos, basically learned how to play golf, and here I am today, 1 month after starting golf. Now honestly, I'm not even doing that bad. Do I have a golf bag and can I show you through it? Sure. So my golf bag I got for around 200 bucks. Came as a great set. The guy said this is a phenomenal deal. Of course I trusted him. He's a salesman. How could I not? He's a great guy. This is my driver. This is easily the worst club in my bag. I can hit this thing either 50 yards or 350 yards. And it depends very heavily on a lot of different factors. Did I actually hit the ball? Did I whiff? Did I chunk the ground? There's a lot of different opportunity to really succeed. But there's also a lot of opportunity to fail drastically. So I would say this is my baby when it works. But again, I don't think it's user error. I think it's more the driver sucks. Let's just be honest. My next club is this 3-wood. I'll be honest with you. This 3-wood has been hit about 2 times because it's one of those clubs that I don't know when to hit. If I'm in a spot, I usually hit a hybrid or I just hit like an iron because irons go straighter. So honestly, I don't know what this thing's for. I just have it in my bag. So people are like, you got a 3-wood? Yeah, I got a 3-wood. So I kind of just use it for performance enhancements, even though I never use it to enhance my performances. This is one of my favorite clubs in my bag, easily, just because it sometimes hits very straight. This is my hybrid and I use this to get out of very sticky situations. So when I'm on a 450-yard hole and I just absolutely chunk the ball, it goes about 50 feet to my left and I'm like, okay, right here, I can't exactly hit a driver again because we know that's not gonna work off the top. So I take out my handy dandy hybrid and I hit it as hard as I can. If it goes straight, it's up to the club and the gods. I have no real intentions of hitting it left or right, but sometimes I have no control. I just look at the ball, hit the ball, and pray to God something amazing happens in that process. So now is for my favorite part of my bag, basically of all time. These are my irons and God, I hit these clubs so well sometimes. So we're gonna start off with my handy dandy pitching wedge, and this is one of my most used clubs because if I'm on a par 3 and I hit it like halfway to the hole, I use my pitching wedge, really get her up there and just drive her down. This thing has been used so much. As you can see, it's still extremely dirty. Can't really get the marks off, but it's okay. It still hits the ball fairly well. And let's be honest, if these marks were here or not, would it affect my gameplay? Probably not, because I'm still not hitting that shit straight. I don't have the biggest plethora of irons in my bag, but I do have a 6, a 7, an 8, and a 9. And honestly, these are used a hell of a lot just because, as you know, when I'm on a par 3 or I'm on a par 4 and I hit it down the middle, per usual, I gotta get an iron to really get it on up there. I'm not gonna use a 3-wood, obviously. But again, irons are super solid. Do I hit them straight? Probably more than I do the driver, I'll be honest. But I think that's supposed to happen. Again, I'm fairly new to golf, don't really know what half these clubs mean, but it's okay. We're getting used to the vibes. We're getting used to the rhythm. Now, my second favorite club of all time. This is my phenomenal sand wedge. Do I know what this thing is used for? Yes, the sand, but also when I'm right around the green and I just need a little chip on up there, you know what I do? I take this thing out and I just give it a little. Sometimes it does go flying over the green, but that's intentional. That's part of the strategy. I'm trying to trick my opponent to make him think, is that the play? Is that the right way to play this hole? Obviously, it's not. Does he know that? No chance in hell. So my sand wedge is used to get me out of very tricky situations. Usually when I am in a bunker, I hit this thing about 3 times to get it out of the bunker. Don't know where it goes out of the bunker, just out of the bunker in general. But again, one of my favorite clubs to use just because it's so solid. And now, my greatest club of all time, my putter. This thing is phenomenal. You know why? I have thousands of hours of putt-putt on my belt. Okay, maybe not thousands, but I've played a good amount of putt-putt, and I have a lot of work in my Wii golfing experiences. And honestly, when you gotta get that range of motion in the putter, oh my God, it levels up your skills drastically, especially when you have a putter and you don't exactly know how hard to hit it. Think back to the Wii golf days. How hard did I hit it back when I had a little hill on the right, gotta go down to the left? And that's when you really zone in, get in your mojo, and really get after it. The putter does save me a lot because sometimes when I'm going for my double bogey, this thing helps me really get in there so I don't get that triple bogey. But again, putter is a lifesaver. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't go straight, but that's just because I haven't played enough putt-putt, obviously. But that's all the clubs in my bag. Nothing too crazy. Again, we're still learning this stuff. We're still getting active, working on the swinging form, working on keeping that left arm straight and really driving out there, you know what I mean? Do I have a handicap? That is a really solid question. You know why? Because I actually do. I use an app. I don't know if it's like pirated. I don't know what's up with the app. I plug in my scores and it says, oop, you have a handicap. I don't know if it's right, but from the looks of it, I have about a 43 handicap. I played around 12 rounds of golf, so again, I'm not really too sure on my handicap is right, but basically, when I go to a golf course, my goal is to par every hole. Does that work? Not even once. Not even once, let me tell you. But we're obviously working on it. That's why we got this going, feeling ourselves out, getting better in the rhythm, and we'll make it one day to be a scratch golfer. Again, I appreciate your time checking out the Golfing Rookie YouTube. Again, feel free to comment down below and let me know what the hell I'm doing, because I will have a full round of 18 on my channel soon enough, and it'll be one of the most phenomenal viewing experiences maybe of all time, because you've never seen such an angelic golfing entrepreneur like myself out on that course. So let me tell you, prepare your eyeballs, because you're about to see some magic on the green. By the way, if I do ever par a golf course, I will literally sell everything I own. All right, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Deuce.